Hello everyone and welcome back to Joy's Creative Finger. I've built a salon in my town. This would be the third salon. It's the only one standing because the other two are gone. The first one was built when we didn't have hair salon equipment in the game, so I improvised with desks and tables and lights and so on. The next one was built when I actually embarked on the hair salon event that then arrived in our games, which was fantastic. And that salon belonged to Lillian, who was the mistress to Jeffrey Williams in Let's Play Families, my AR series. Now obviously she got committed in that series to a psychiatric ward and then went to prison in Teeny Issues. So the story goes on and on. So she lost the business and the business was replaced by a different business enterprise. So I've replaced that salon with a new one, and it belongs to the Bolanle Michaels family. Bolanle was the one who did Ebony's hair the afternoon that Ebony went to visit Dennis, who came back from hospital after getting crushed by Lillian in Tom's dad's Jaguar. Okay, long story. It's really twisty and windy, but head to the playlist for AR Let's Play Families and Teeny Issues and it'll all make sense. So this now belongs to Bolanle, who obviously has a love for making hair and has gone to beauty school. She's obviously aged up. They've all aged up after, the Teeny Issues finale. And her mum owns a salon and she hopes to have a stake in this business when she graduates. And she does occasionally come here and work shifts to support her mum's business. Okay, so belongs to a family of hairdressers and individuals who are clearly interested in hair and beauty and so on. Now it's a commercial build and that's why the build is this shape, but it could pass for a house if you want it to be. And for those of you who always ask, how do you have that many cars on your plot? I understand that there are a lot of new players and I want to explain that. You have to complete the Grand Garage's live event or a number of events to unlock this particular plot. And when you do, you see these padlocks around. I've already unlocked 3 cars. The fourth one costs $1.5 million. So you have to have this particular plot to do that. And when you unlock the plot and those car park spaces, you can allocate a car to an adult in the house. All right. Right, so this is Bolanle. She's aged up, very beautiful, and she's going to take us on a tour of her mum's business, new salon, and let's get started. So we've got the short green palms in the entrance, and then when you come in here, it's like that little beautiful space with plants, hidden behind pillars. I was thinking about that sort of Greek touch. So you've got lights inside. You can see that flashlight there. There's one on the opposite side of each one you're looking at, and of course you get to see more plants on the inside. So it's very beautiful. As you walk in, you get that zen feeling. It's not a spa, but the entrance makes you feel that you're here for a relaxing day and you'll leave with your hair looking very beautiful and refreshed. These Cafe Grande white doors come as a double or a single. I put both so it blocks out the area as 3, and then you come into the reception area here, which is all white and crisp, and the floors are dark, and there is a waiting area on the side. And what I did was use these dark tinted glasses from the Glam event to flank the beautiful art piece from the Galerie Française event, and an area to sit down right next to it. The glass allows for staff to see who's going upstairs and who's using the storeroom. We'll see that later. And then you have an arch that leads into the main floor where hair is done. This very, very beautiful round sofa came from an architect tab home that I saw, and I quickly built it and took a number of those. They're very nice, but sadly I can't use that in AR. That's the thing about getting things from architect tab homes. Alright, so on the flip side here, there's this lovely plant from an urban event from many years ago, and then a lot of clear space for the staff to work. So I've got this arrangement here. About 8 Sims can get their hair done at one time, and this is basically some of the actions you can expect when you actually complete that event and get these furniture pieces. It's absolutely fantastic, and I chose to dress up my Sims in some sort of uniform. I used some countertops that had all these lovely detail in them. The little jars and boxes and bottles all look like creams and gels and oils that are used to take care of the Sims' hair. Okay, Now there's 4 stations here, and around the back you get another 4, and everything is basically mirrored as what you've seen on the flip side. So enough stations for the Sims to be attended to, and also to fill out the space. I didn't want it to be tiny. And these are the black gallery lights from the Gallery Francais live event. They're very nice. I love that they're strong and golden bold. Across the way from where hair is being done is an arch that leads into the restrooms. I gave them soft pink. We've already got heavy black on the floors of the salon, and I've been to many salons that have heavy dark floors because they want to camouflage the bits of hair falling around. These are the toilets, really, and I'd say this is for the females, obviously, because it's right next to their stations, and we have the male ones upstairs. We'll see that very soon. So this is what we have on the main floor down here, and there's a great view of the cars out front, so whoever has been sat here can see what's going on, and lots of space, lots of clarity. Okay, now there is a section for washing hair, so I thought it'd be nice to place these pillars on either side of the entrance, and it looks like there's curtains there too, again reminding me of that Greek area where maybe you're having a bath. But no, it's just for your hair, a special area to get your hair washed. And yes, this is where you get that lovely massage and you get your hair thoroughly lathered and you know, conditioned and treated and so on. So yeah, I thought I'd put that big picture with hair as well right above the sinks. Okay, now there is a lovely light pink corridor here. Speaking of the walls, the floor remains dark, and there's an area to keep your bags, umbrellas, coats, jackets, scarves, and so on. You've got some magazines and a rack there, and the door leading into the storeroom. The storeroom, of course, is filled with all the lovely gels and creams and towels used for the staff and the clients and so on. So this is the stock room. It's a very important room. Bolanle does a lot of work in here. She'd come in here, she'd make sure that everything is up to scratch and only clean towels are brought down here to serve, you know, this floor and so on. So as I mentioned before, the main reception can see who's going into the stock room and using the stairs. So there's no hidden areas because it's a commercial building. We need to see what's going on. So Bolanle's come up this lovely gold spiral staircase, and it brings her up to the barber section. I did have that in Lillian's salon as well. So the barber section, as you know, has that lovely chair where, you know, they come and get, you know, the gentlemen have their beard shaved. And yeah, they've got 2 seats in here for the men, and I just love the way it's set out, and it's very uneven, and I wanted that. I didn't want things to be set out symmetrical. It's a busy working area for these men. Okay, the door here leads into the restrooms for the men, and to tell you that they have their own section, and they have the better toilets if you ask me. They really do. So you come in here, they've got double sinks, they've got a toilet on the side, and then they've got the dryer, you know, the hand dryer on this side too, and I think that's really nice. They don't need 2 sinks, to be honest. I could have put 1 and put a tissue holder, but I didn't. I just put the 2 to fill out the space because I wanted to. There's towels on that sink as well, which I think is really nice. So there's a waiting area in the middle, and again you get the other toilet on the side here, and I think it's quite nice. So that entire space is for the men, and that's the black sink I spoke of. Right, so that's what we have for the barber section, and they have their own little storage area where they use creams and supplies for the gentlemen to give them those lovely waves and just all the treatment they need, colors, everything. They also get beauty treatments too, believe me, they do. Now this brings us into the sort of canteen area, a little restaurant of some sort. So I use those windows with the writings on them. They've got areas to sit down and have a drink, and there would be a chef up here who would make sure that there's lots of pastry and, you know, cookies and biscuits and tea and so on served, and even some hot parceled food and so on, you know. The staff as well come here to lunchtime, and the clients can get something to eat. The white amenity shelf is really lovely. There is also a brown one, I think, an oak one, and you can come here and get some coffee. So that's what we have up here too. And Bolanle makes sure everything is running smoothly for her parents up here. Now this door leads out to an area to sit down. It's just a little balcony. Of course, if you come out here to eat, you can also well, if you come up here to eat, you can come out to the balcony and get some fresh air. I love this cream 8-seat sofa. I don't know where to use it in my builds besides the palace. I thought I was looking for a place to put it in the salon, and there was just no space, so I stuck it out here. I said, I'm having you in this place whether I like it or not. Anyway, this is the way into the laundry section for the salon, and I say that because they do their own laundry for the salon here. All those towels and the staff uniforms are taken care of in this room. Again, they would have staff to take care of this, but because Bola is available, she does do a lot of the work in here. I love the way we've got these little clutter items dotted around in the game now. We didn't have that before, but it's quite nice to see things dotted around that way. If you work your way further through in from the laundry space, you come through to a bathroom that's used by Bola and her mum. So it's like a private bathroom further in from the laundry area for her to use, and even staff as well. Okay, so that's what I have in this section. You can turn the upstairs part of the salon into a house for your sim, you know, who might be running the salon downstairs, and just lose the barber section or fit in the barber section downstairs somehow. Now this is the office for her mum. I'm just going to get her to sit at this computer and get busy, but it's very clear, no clutter, and doesn't really need a seat in front of it. I suppose I could put a couple of chairs in front, but it's just a private work area for her. Of course, if her daughter comes in to see her, well, if Bola comes to see her mum sitting at the desk, then she'd need to sit somewhere, so I should have put a couple of chairs there. But they also have a great view of the front of the business there, as you can see. And this top part here, which is purely decorative, is empty. It's just shell, isn't it? Okay, right above the signage. That's everything for this salon. I really enjoyed building it. You know, the last tour for the other salon I did was done when we didn't have the ability to put the walls up. An icon would have popped up in the top right hand corner of your screen linking you to the previous salon tour. I really loved the salon, but as I say, it's completely different, and we've ever since got new items in the game like the Gallery Francais, fabulous lights, the art pieces and so on, the glam event bits and bobs. I mean, when you incorporate those things into your build, again, you see it's got a fresh new look and touch, and just more updated and realistic. Now, typically when I build on small plots, I go for floor plans and put those up in our Facebook group called JCfinger. The link is in the description down below. And ever since I have this amazing member in my group called Kian Chapman, he is a whiz. He's amazing. As soon as I put up a build, he just immediately recreates it, puts it up in the group, and there's a floor plan for you. So he or myself will put the floor plans for this up in the Facebook group. You can replicate it, and don't forget to use the hashtag JCfinger when doing so and uploading it to any social media platform. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Take care. Bye.